one of the great rock bands of all time. It's a very common thing. So I mean, yeah, to like the Beatles is fine. I like the Beatles. There's plenty of songs from the Beatles that I like a lot. You know?
I like 4 songs. I don't listen to them a lot. I like "Happiness Is a Warm Gun."
Great song. Great song.
Always a heroin song. If there's a heroin song, I'm into it. There's no songs about heroin probably that I don't like. And I like "Hey Jude." I don't know how much of the Long and Rock. I didn't listen to a lot of this stuff. People know I was into Korn. I would never have listened to the Beatles when I was a teenager. There was a Beatles kid in my school, and everybody treated him like such a fucking oddity. It was so weird to all of us.
Did he was he like showing up in suit?
I was gonna say, did he have like a mop top?
Yeah, I was thinking.
By the way, Korn is like the Beatles of nu metal. So
that's right.
Okay, so is that a compliment?
Yeah,
that's a compliment.
They invented the shit. You know
exactly. They detuned that bass like the Beatles. What did the Beatles do that nobody else did at the time? I don't even think
nobody knows.
It was mostly
they recorded shit backwards.
It was the mop tops mostly, Nate. It was just the mop tops.
A lot of people don't know what they did at the time, and they're just like, I just like them, you know.
I was a huge Beatles guy. Obviously, there was a point in my life where it was all I wanted to listen to. It was all like I read about. I would like be on tour reading books about the Beatles and all that.
We got some book reviews, some Beatles book reviews coming up a little later on.
Sweet.
So on the Beatles Reddit, they do a thing where every other day they rate a song from 1 to 10.
That's nice. Shout out to Reddit. Shout out to the Reddit chat monsters.
And we got some really good infamous Reddit guys today. Oh, do we have some? Because it's a music thing. It's like music like forums and subreddits have the craziest people. They have like infamous characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. I just, sorry to cut you off, Brian, but Nate, I'm interested in this because obviously people know you were in a very popular band, probably not quite as popular as the Beatles, but like very like maybe in the most popular band in the world at one point.
I mean, I think I broke a Beatles record at one point in my life.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm going to teach you why that is like, there's a few people that explain why that's not.
It's not, you can't really compare it, you know? Yeah.
The Beatles never won a Grammy, which just proves like,
proves right there that
it also proves why a Grammy is fucking worthless.
But I'm curious if you ever, because obviously there were and probably still are many, there's probably a subreddit or whatever. Did you ever make the mistake of going on and reading like a forum about your band or you?
No. I stayed away from like reviews or anything. I'm too self-aware about most things. So it's just like, that was the one thing where I was just like, I just got to let go and like whatever people say.
Smart move. Absolutely a smart move. As I mentioned the Reddit chat monsters, I did make the mistake of somebody posted about it in the Discord and they said, hey, check out the subreddit for not this podcast, but rather for Murder Bryan.
Why is there a Murder Bryan subreddit?
Well, Brian, there is, and they like you a lot, but there are some people on there who are not a fan of old Chris. And I just want to give a shout out to the Reddit, r Murder Bryan. I went on there, I made a post, I talked to some of the chat monsters on there. So I just want to give a shout out. There is an active r/Murder Bryan.
That is so weird, man. I would have thought there'd be a guy's one.